Welcome. This restorative yoga class will help you find relaxation and offer you a space to observe and feel out any emotions that may surface. This is a time for you alone, to really just dig deep within, shed, and create space for new beginnings. For this practice, we will be using a yoga block, but be sure to check the description for an alternative if you don't have one. We'll begin laying, straightening the legs, or keep the legs bent if that feels better for the lower back. Feel free to modify with pillows if needed underneath the knees. Hands to your sides, palms facing up, and just taking a moment to observe the body. Observe the ground that's really supporting you here. Maybe feeling each part of the body that meets the mat. Checking in with any areas that might need your attention today. On an inhale, we'll draw the left knee towards the chest, as close as you comfortably can get it. Keeping that right hip grounded, drawing the breath into the belly. Observing where you're feeling the stretch here. You might feel it in the front of that right hip, maybe in the back of the left glute. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and keep the back flat on the mat as you cross the left knee over towards the right for a supine twist. Option here to modify by placing pillows underneath that left knee and underneath the left shoulder for added height and support. Of course, here you can also just drop both knees over towards the left instead of just one. That'll be less intense, or just come to a pose that feels better for you, honoring the body here and being gentle with the body. Know that it's not what you can do, but how you feel on this journey. We'll gently release. Go ahead and switch sides, straightening that left leg, hugging the right knee in towards the chest. Again, just observing where you're feeling a stretch, if any at all. Don't worry if you're not feeling any. And just checking in. On an exhale, go ahead and come into your supine twist. Right knee over towards the left. Back stays flat on the mat. Option here to drop both knees or modify with pillows if needed. Creating space with your inhales. And as you exhale, completely let go for just a moment. Softening the upper body, the lower body, the feet, the toes. We'll gently release, hugging the knees towards the chest. Big hug here, maybe even rocking side to side. Drawing the breath into the belly and maybe feeling the lower back expand, connecting with the mat as you inhale. We'll go ahead and grab our block. Anytime you're ready, we'll place it on the lowest setting underneath the tailbone, so just underneath the sacrum, having the tailbone in the center of the block. Hands to your sides, palms facing up. We'll begin to draw the breath into the belly. And as you exhale, softening the mid-back and the lower back, allowing the hips to really melt over the block, becoming heavier with each exhale. I'm really using this time today on the mat to observe, and I will say that over and over again, just as a reminder throughout this practice, because I really want you to take this time for you. You are so worthy of this time for self and to let go of what's been holding you back. So you might feel a lot of different types of emotion coming up, and you might not. Don't obsess over it. Just allow, flow, and just be. Be here with the body in its present state. And if you'd like, you can stay still Or you can begin to rock the knees side to side, gentle rocking motion as you roll over the glutes. And wherever you are, we'll go ahead and remove the block. Take your time. And we'll hug the knees towards the chest. Big hug here. Checking in with the lower back and the hips. Notice how they're feeling. And when you're ready, we'll gently come up. Take your time. We'll place the block along the spine. As you see here, we'll place the block on the mat. And we'll just come down to our forearms. I like to come down to my forearms and just kind of move the block with my hands just to place it in the right position. And then just melting over the block here, taking the crown of the head to the mat. Hands to your sides, palms facing up. You can keep the knees bent or straighten the legs. Now this might be intense for many, for most actually. This is a really intense pose. So feel free to modify, placing an extra block under the head, maybe for added height, less of a stretch here in the front body. You can also place a pillow over the block and underneath the head, again for less of a intense posture here. Wherever you are, just know that in time we will get there. It's not about how deep you can go in the pose. Allow yourself this time to enjoy this moment for self-care, honoring the body, and giving the body exactly what it needs right here, right now. We'll begin to draw the breath into the chest. And as you exhale, completely surrendering here, softening the shoulders and the upper back, softening the ribs. If at any point you start to lift, just come back to the breath, utilizing your exhales to completely let go of any tension in the shoulders, the chest, the arms. When you're ready, we'll gently release, pressing into the forearms, into the elbows. We'll come all the way up, removing the block. We'll move back down on our backs, hugging the knees towards the chest. We'll cross the left leg over the right. And you can stay right here or hug the legs towards the chest, grabbing the knees or ankles for a shoelace pose. I like to call this a supine cow face. This is really great hip opener. And we'll gently release, switching sides. Stay where you feel most comfortable. We'll release, hugging the knees towards the chest, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. Option to open the feet for happy baby pose, and you can even rock side to side here, massaging the back and the spine. Release, giving yourself one last hug here, big squeeze. And then we'll take the feet to the bottom of the mat, hands to your sides, palms facing up, preparing for Savasana. Taking this one moment out of the entire practice to literally just be. We're not doing, no flexing, no stretching, no engaging, just being here with the body in its fully relaxed and present state. Acknowledging all the work we just did and how strong and capable we are, how worthy we are of this time for self-care and self-love. We'll rest here a few moments, either working through the body, observing the breath. We're focusing on an intention, a goal for the day, the week, or simply just being. We'll begin to wake up the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rocking the head side to side. We'll roll over towards our right. Take a full inhale and exhale. We'll come to a nice comfortable seat. We'll inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Thank you for joining. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on future videos and live streams.